Hello, good evening. This is Brother Benson Media, and today is Tuesday. We are blessed to have this opportunity to continue with the conversation just as we've always had. And today I want to take this opportunity to welcome all our viewers and to say hi to them and to remind you that this is Brother Benson Media, and here you say that your opinion counts. If you're watching for the first time, kindly like and subscribe. Before we continue, I'll give Miguda a chance to say hi to our viewers na tuambie siku yake imekuwaje, and then we get into the discussion for today. Miguda?
Thank you, Makubura. So want also to join you in greeting our viewers and also to record my greetings to each and everybody. I've been managing very well, and I hope that the people who will be watching the future will have opportunity to subscribe to the channel and also promote it. Back to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for giving us your take and telling us how your day has been. On my side, I've been okay, and mambo iko sawa, sioni mabaya. Yeah, before we get into the discussion, of course, the topic of today is why the opposition members are settling on Kalonzo as a presidential flag bearer. And again, what we've seen is the former deputy president is the one who is going to lead that particular campaign. And that, of course, brings me to this question, Mr. Megura. What is your take on, what is your take on the decision that has been arrived at by the opposition? Of course, they are not fully agreed or they have not fully taken that path. But of course, the indication from what we are seeing and the conversations which are going on, he is the preferred candidate. Mr. Migura, what is your take? Do you think Kalonzo has what it takes to lead the opposition? And why do you think Gachagua is finding it tough? Being the flag bearer, what is it that he doesn't have? Because you've seen him coming out to lead a rigorous campaign. We've seen him coming out to lead a team, that is consistent. Do you think Kalonzo will have the same? We've never seen him actively leading very serious presidential campaigns.
In terms of leading the campaigns, I can give it Rigathi Gachagua because we have seen him and actually we saw him campaigning for William Ruto. He has actually campaigned for William Ruto before. So it is something that we can speak from the historical perspective that he has actually assisted Ruto to become the president. The way he's good in ground mobilization and also is a puncher, whereby he punches hard, and also he knows how to counter the opponent. And the fact that right now he's having his political party, the party leader, we got some followers who are likely getting instruction from him. In terms of mobilization, I can just say Gachagua is a man to watch. But the issue of Kalonzo is coming because people are feeling like they want to balance the equation, whereby they want to balance the opposition. Kalonzo card is going to look like they are not tribal, the way they have been painted by the status quo. But by fronting Gachagua, the tribal card will be sold to people because they will argue that why must it be a Mount Kenya person each and every time. Even if Ruto was wrong, or even if Ruto is not working, why can't they bring another ticket? That's why the question of Kalonzo is coming in, and also the larger Eastern vote compared to the Kisii vote. The Eastern are more than Kisii in terms of registration. That's why it is not possible to bring Matiang'i. That's why they are likely to settle on Kalonzo. It doesn't matter. That is what they reported to us. Not that's what we are saying. But from the look of things, Gachagua is being fronted to be a campaign spokesperson who is going to lead the campaign, and he will do it very good because you understand the current beef with William Ruto. His main name is to make Ruto one term, but Ruto is also working on it. So I just think Kalonzo is likely, but Kalonzo has some weaknesses that he must address before people settle on him. He need to be stop. He need to stop being coward. He need to stop being watermelon. He need to stop being weak. He need to punch hard. He need to be ready to for anything. Not that he's a coward. That anytime he can be arrested because of the, or he can be asked to record a statement because of the NYS land. I think that is why they are likely going to sort for the Kalonzo. But Gachagua is a strong person in opposition compared to the other people.
Okay, when still on the opposition, we saw them select Dr. Mukisa Kitui as their spokesperson, or the person who is going to lead the team, of course, in matters of communication. And of course, you've seen quite a number of leaders, of course, led by the deputy DCP leader, coming out to criticize that move. And is in his own thinking, he's saying that the party should involve more youthful tax than the old guns. That brings me to this question. What do you think about that? And do you think it aligns well and it's going to give them a good face in terms of inclusivity and in matters of working with youths?
Inclusivity does not end with youth alone. Even the older people should be included. But you understand, me, in my understanding, it's like a game whereby it can be a game, or I have two perspective. One, Malala might be taking instructions from Gachagua that you speak about youth inclusivity, but let me defend Mukisa Kitui, so that by that time the secretariat will have to decide the flag bearer. He will favor us as a DCP because when you are fighting him, I defended him. Because I defended him, he's going to take instruction from me because I'm the one defending him. So you just fighting, I defend him. It appears like as I was when he was speaking, attacking him, Kalonzo was quiet, Eugene was quiet, Matenyi was quiet, Kabra was quiet. I was the only one speaking. In that essence, Mukisa Kitui might settle for me. That one can be one. Number two, it can be also a way whereby Mukisa Kitui is coming from the Western region. Cleo Malala is coming from the Western region. You might look at it like maybe if we are two men in this camp, I might not get my share as Malala, or my share can be divided with other people. Therefore, let me fight this man to get out of this camp so that I can have my people whom I can micromanage. Because mostly, him being a diplomat and someone who goes slow in terms of decision making, he might persuade Gachagua or other principals to take instruction from him. But when once he's out of this camp, I will be the person who will be championing the interests of the Western people. They will take it from me, not from Mukisa Kitui. It can be two either way thing. One, the trick between Gachagua and Cleo or the Western supremacy battle.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Guda, for that. And of course, this evening, of course, there's a news that came in that one of the city lawyers was shot and actually died. And if you try look or understand how he was killed, it is not so different with what we saw when the member of parliament of Kasipul was also killed in the same manner. And of course, that brings me to this question. If maybe you can give us some information about the lawyer and, maybe where he's ever worked before, why, uh, I know we do not really know why and to what extent that was done. But if maybe you just know him, if he's ever been in the limelight, you can give us that update. And then after that, of course, there's the news that is still also going on about the Nepal, where the Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli resigned a day after protest triggered by a social media ban, leaving 19 people dead. And he resigned at a point when he was serving his fourth term. And that, of course, brings me to the question that what is happening in this other, in the world? Why is it that the leaders of the world do not really want to accept change and do not want to listen to their citizens? Good.
I've also watched that tragic news that a advocate of the High Court of Kenya has been shot. The way you just said that it is not different from what happened to the lawmaker who was slain in broad daylight. The lawyer has been working with Chebukati closely when Chebukati was the presiding officer, national presiding officer. And there are some incidents whereby they appeared in same event with Chebukati. So I think you understand what Chebukati was doing in IBC. You understand what has been happening in IBC. But it can raise some questions because where he has worked is associate. But we understand that the suspect are presumed innocent until contrary is proven. We can't accuse anybody right now. That is left for the court. But Mark, remember, even there was a time whereby Kimani was killed. Kimani was also a lawyer, a criminal lawyer, who was killed, and he was he was killed by unknown people. To date, they have not been found. So some lawyers have lost their lives in tragic incidents. And also remember, Monica was shot in the seat of justice. But that one of Monica, we know who killed, who shot the lady. But there's a lawyer who died, a young lawyer. I think when we were in high school, he was also shot. So there can be other issues, but we don't speculate. We just leave it to the authorities to take action and also ensure who actually happened. The issue of Nepal or Nepal, we have seen the Prime Minister of Nepal resigning because of the pressure by the people, the sovereign power by the people. The people demonstrated far right to the parliament, and I think around 11 people were killed and 100 people plus were injured, but they communicated. The bottom line is they went for demonstration because of corruption in the country. The leaders failed to listen to the people. But when people wake up in the morning, they decided to take that sovereign power, the egg from their hands, and exercise it. up to the parliament and made him to resign. I want to congratulate the people for good work, because if they cannot listen or they cannot implement the constitution, the people will automatically take that power back and do whatever they want to do with that power. Whatever the people will do with the power should not be a question or a concern. It will always happen. And right now, you understand that the Bangladesh one also went. But as we have been demonstrating, but the Africans ones have been adamant. That's why we have the popular coup in West African countries. Because if the people tried and failed, automatically the military usually comes and salvage the people. So people should not blame the Burkina Faso and allies. It is as a result of people, leaders have failed to listen, people have tried to demonstrate far right and also to express their sovereign power directly and withdraw that delegated from the leaders. But sometimes military can come in to protect the constitution and the state, because the military also took up to protect the state and the constitution. But it is always prudent for the people to take over, not the military. That's why the Bangladesh case and the Nepal case is very good one, because the people have claimed back their power and have reminded the president or the prime minister that they were elected. The power they thought they have, it's a delegated one. So no one is supreme, no one is sovereign. It is the people who are sovereign. It is the constitution which is supreme, not even the military. By doing so, we just want to appreciate and also congratulate them for their good work. And they were dubbing themselves to be the Gen Zs. You know, Gen Z started in Kenya and it has spread like a bushfire in other parts of the country. Other people have also tried in West Africa. They haven't managed. The Uganda people tried, they haven't managed. The Accra Ghana people tried, they haven't managed. I think people are also trying to speculate things. But I just want to say those are the consequences of corruption. Because they decide to be corrupt, they are being corrected, but they have refused to listen to the people. Sikio la kufa liziki dawa. They decided to remain adamant, and that's how they have managed to do so. I just want to restrict myself to the people power. What I've read from the highlights.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, Maybe Miguda, you can allow me to read some comments here from our good friend Laban Misiani. He's saying that Nepal is following Sri Lanka, but Miguda, I'm telling you, I managed to have friends from Nepal. What you're talking is like laughing at the death. I don't know what we are talking. I don't know what really means. Um, Yesterday, 25 students in Nepal were killed by police. What's happening in Nepal is worse. Okay, yeah. Miguda, that brings me to this question again. Why is it that there, in this generation, we are having a leadership that is not really genuine and do not really want to welcome the new thinking of these generations? Why is it that they are finding it tough to give this generation maybe what they want? Why is it that all these demands of this generation are not given, and then it gets to a point where the thinking then with the society that the leadership are not doing their role, that they're not welcoming um, the wishes of the young generation. What is your take? And what do you think is the best way forward? Does it mean that then the leadership then has to be of a generation that understand each other? Is it the right time that the world needs to embrace the young people in terms of leadership and professionalism and matters of leadership? What is your take? Because this is something we saw in Sri Lanka, just like our good friend has mentioned. This is something that we've seen in so many African countries. These are some of the things that we've seen even in the continent of Europe, in America, and in so many countries. What is happening? We've had problems where leadership crisis has led to quite a number of challenges and problems. If you go, for example, to Haiti, we've had challenges with the leadership, and that, of course, led or gave an environment where gangs then thrived. And after that, of course, they did overthrow the government. Not just that, quite a number of countries are going through such. And the question we're asking is, why why and what could be the issue? Is it time for this generation to get into leadership? And is it how are they going to achieve that, Mr. Miguda?
I'm of different opinion. It is not a matter of the young people to be embraced into leadership or the young people to get into leadership, because as a young person or as young people, we are still around. We still have much time to be around. So I don't see a reason why people should be in a hurry to be leaders today, because when our time will come, we will be leaders. When our time will come, we will rule wherever we are ruling. So I've taken that from Laban. I'll take time and have the conclusive report so that I'll know. The young people should not hurry in leadership. The young people should wait, because I'm of opinion when the people who are in leadership currently were of our age, they were not in leadership. There were some people there, so they waited. And right now, they are having their time. I personally believe that our time is there, our time will come. As young people, there are positions we can have, there are things we can do. We should concentrate on those things and do those things. But allow the people who are there to have their shares. For instance, to have their time. For instance, when we appointed the chairperson of the IBC, there were people who present themselves who are young and old, the AG. I think let those people who can occupy those positions who have merited do so, or the current leadership. But our time will be there. This hurry whereby we want to conflict with the people in leadership, that's what is making it to be worse, because those people are currently in those positions. They are also not ready to quit. They are fighting back. And in the process of fighting back, we get into confrontation. And that's why we end up losing people. But I'm of opinion, if a young person has got a good idea, if a young person has got an opinion that can shape the economy, the politics, the social structure of the people, let that opinion and idea be embraced for the young people. If they are seeing it in a different manner, which can bring transformation, let it be incorporated. But the issue of fighting to take over from the older people or from the people of that time, I don't think is something that is good, because I believe our time is there. And even us, when we'll be there, we'll not expect the Gen Alpha to kick us out. We'll have to take time. I think that one must be understood because we will tell the Gen Alpha that your time will come because you are as a young person, elders do advise us. As a young person, you don't need to push the elders because elders are going, they are quitting the life. They will go. They will not come back to be young people. But you will be an elder. So your time will come and you will have those things to do. That one I think I've made it clear. But any idea from a young person, any transformation, any reformation, people can just incorporate them or integrate them into the governance of the country. So, but we are not saying as a young person, if you have ambition, now you should quit because there is no age limit. Anybody can be member of parliament, provided you have the capacity, you are qualified, you are at liberty to contest, even gubernatorial, senatorial, women rep, even president. But the moment we have elected a person into office, the heart of the young people trying to get him by force through unconstitutional means. I think even us, when we reach there one day, we will not want people to push us. And also, we should sometimes give personal time to showcase whatever he or she can do to the people. But I've not bad anybody. Anybody can just contest. Anybody can challenge. Anybody can critique. Anybody can do whatever I do. But the issue of just kicking older people all over to create space for us, I still believe that our time will come and we will also occupy those spaces.
Okay. Thank you. Laban here is saying that young people are helped to ascend to power. They shall not force themselves to leadership. The old were given wisdom to identity and anoint the young, as it happens to David, to become king in Israel and Uhuru of Kenya. Okay, thank you so much, a good friend, Laban, for giving us your take on that. And of course, what another topic that I want you to give your take on is the rise of gangism within Nairobi. There has been quite a number of complaints in within the city, that is the CBD, of men or gangs coming up to rob properties from the people, the citizens who are working. And of course, we've seen the people, young people moving with some border border, and most of them are not really having good behavior or good intentions. Partly, if you remember the death of that member of parliament of Kasipul, Mondo Were Honorable, if you try understand the killing that happened, how it happened, we can of course tie it to the gangism that we've always seen within the CBD. And of course, what then happened today, of course, not very different, but very similar to what is we are witnessing within the CBD. The question I'm asking you is, do you think the leadership of Nairobi has the capability to control and to tame the rising of gangs within this county? And what is your take? Do you think the county should be disbanded and possibly be run by the national government? Do you think the MCAs and the governors are doing something, you know, that is productive to the county dwellers of Nairobi, Mr. Meguda? And again, not forgetting, we've had consistent conflicts between members of county assembly and the governor, not just the governor, the leadership of the entire county. We've had them having serious clash every now and then. What is your take on what is happening in the county government of Nairobi?
You have asked me whether the government has got capacity to tame the gang or not. I just want to confirm to you that the government has got capacity to tame. And actually, the gangs are known, and even the sponsor and everything. Maybe they just don't want to take action, or it is something that got is meaningless or is clueless. That's why they don't want to get into it, because there's nothing that the government does not know. Let me surprise you. Even you, Obura, Mark Obura, Ruto knows you, and he knows what you are doing. He knows, even if he knows, but now, because the freedom of expressions. Yes, no, even they know Miguda, they know Benson, they know you. Even Murkome knows. The reason why I'm telling that they know you, and there's nothing you can hide from them, is because, and also you cannot fight everybody. When Murkomen was speaking, addressing the issue of the gangs, that's why I'm saying that it is something that is not going anywhere, because they are known, they have been identified, they have been located. Now they're just waiting for them to take action. Then, if they try to take action, they will be arrested. When Murkomen was speaking, he also addressed the issue of Kisumu. And the moment he addressed the issue of Kisumu, that is when I was persuaded that they have a very, very high intelligence on the ground. Because Murkomen is in Nairobi, but whatever he was reading is exactly what's on the ground. He talked about 43 brothers, 18 brothers, 42 brothers. When I was in the village just recently, I was informed by a local man, a drunkard actually, that there are 42 brothers within the location where I'm coming from. And I was so informed with an old mama that there are 42 brothers. I went to meet Assistant Chief, also informed that there are 42 brothers. And their leader was arrested. And now they are hanging. And when I was at Ushago, there are incidents which happened. Some chicken was stolen from somewhere, and they were the people who are being accused of stealing. And their leader currently has not been released, and has gone down. So if I had that information, then when I was watching the news, I had Murkomen say exact things the way that I was being briefed by the local people. That's why I'm telling you, these people have got a very high intelligence. Do not underrate them. Don't underrate President Ruto. Don't underrate Murkomen. In terms of intelligence, they just play to the gallery that NIS is dysfunctional. NIS is not dysfunctional. NIS is reporting exactly what is happening on the ground, exact, without any addition of comma and full stop. And this one I want to also advise our viewers. And when Ruto was saying is blaming his communication team, he was not properly advised. No, he just played to the gallery. He knew that finance bill was unpopular. He was told. But also he got instruction from IMF that finance bill must be passed. So I realized that, okay, the kind of intelligence Ruto is having and Murkomen, they even know, if they know you are home, they know where you are, they know even your movement. The only thing is that they have allowed that freedom of movement, expression. They don't want to interfere with you. And also the way he was talking, he said that there are 42 brothers, which I'm referring to you, in Kisumu County, in the next constituency. That is my constituency. And those 42 brothers, he also said that the leader has been arrested. And when I was at home, the leader was really arrested. So I was like, how did he know that 18 brothers are in are in Nyando, 42 brothers are in Nyakach, then 43 brothers are in Western, those are of Bungoma, and they're operating. And right now they're being hired by politicians. So that brief information, when I heard from Mukome speaking on television, I'm convinced beyond reasonable doubt that these guys got very, 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 very high. In fact, anything happen even right now, even decided to, if you decided today to rob someone when you are harmed, they will know that is you have done that thing. The only thing is that they don't want to get many confrontations. But in terms of intelligence, don't joke with the government. So that's why I want to report to you that the gang in Nairobi is known, they are known, but what if it is part of the game? So it is part of the county government or is the part of the national government. No one can do anything, but they can be managed. It can only take them one day to to clean it. It is only that it must be done in a proper manner in terms of law. And right now, there are intelligence on the ground, actually, civilians, invisible, who are carrying out that task. So the government are able to tame that gang anywhere. And even the issue of bandits, it's only that you understand there's been a conflict whereby there are some MPs who are doing business with the bandits. But if they decided to clear it, even the issue of Al-Shabaab, the reason why today we are having Al-Shabaab at Boni Forest, this is how it works. But if they decide that they want to send away Al-Shabaab in Boni Forest, they will do it within a millisecond. So the people should be very careful that whenever you are engaging into illegal activities like gang, mistreating people, you are known. You can be arrested. You can be located. You cannot hide even for 2 days. So it should stop. You allow people to live peacefully at the city without being interference. Makubura, back to you.
Okay. Just like you've mentioned, of course, this is a challenge that we've seen within the CBD, I mean, within the county. And we've also witnessed sometimes back when people are demonstrating, you'd see quite a number of young youths. Of course, they were being protected by the police, and maybe from the information we were getting, they were also being backed even with the politician, and specifically the governor, because we'd see them mentioning and in a way coming out to praise the governor. And the question I'm asking you tonight is, what is your take when it gets to a point where a group of gangs, because whenever someone is a goon, automatically the next thing, there's no difference between goonism and gangism. Someone being the gangs and the goons. Do you think the government or the leadership has a clean hand in ensuring that this is finished? Or because it looks like they're the ones who are encouraging this kind of moves, and it is becoming a threat to the country. It is becoming a threat to the Nairobians. It is extending even to the rural. Today, if you see the statistics of the number of deaths, the number of negativities that we are seeing in the country, the number of killings, the number of high disagreements, that are leading to serious bodily harm activities, they're actually on rise. And the question you're asking is, do you think, sometimes back we used to be told that there were some lessons that would be taken as young people that would then train them on matters to do with manners. Do you think this generation are not getting those teachings? So is it because of the vulnerability that is being caused by unemployment that is making them get into this? Do you think the government has what it takes to fully do away with this? Eguda?
I just want to say it is true. That's why I tell you that you find out that there are some politicians who are part of the gangs and bandits. That's why whenever you try to bring any initiative to deal with the situation, they go behind and also try to protect them. That is the challenge we are having as a country. And just to tell you that the Gen Z, all the young people we're talking about, we are mixed up. You find that the Gen Zs who are 27, 28, 29, those ones are up to 30. Those ones can be tame. Those ones can be advised. Those ones can take advice and also can listen. But there's a certain age bracket with the Gen Z. The 24, 23, 22, 21, 19. Those ones are now the dangerous ones. The government also should identify, not that the age bracket, there are age which you can advise. From 25 to 29, those ones are ready to listen. A good number of them can be advised, can be taken under training, they can do some work, they can do some job, they can be tame. But the 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, those are the ones, even when people are on demonstrations, are taking selfies, beating the police officers. Those are the ones who are leading from front and also want to make it look like a content creation. But people were not doing content. People were protesting for the taxes. Those are the Gen Z, you see them. Police officers are cool, but they are dancing, doing other things. Not that dancing are bad. Those ones are very dangerous. Even if you want to look at their, I don't want to be personal, but if you look at their social interaction, they are the people who don't care. There are those people who are ready even to take bullets. You have seen them, like you are a bit careful. When you're in demonstration, when you hear the bullet, you can take cover. But with them, they don't take even cover. They are pushing to the wall. Those ones, even if you try to advise them, or if you try to talk to them, they will not listen to you. Who are you advising them? And those ones have also, they're very dangerous. They are the ones who should be looked by the government, leave alone these senior ones. These senior ones, most of them are a bit independent. Most of them are doing good in terms of employment. Most of them are concentrating to their works. Most of them are seeking employment left, right, and center. Most of them are busy in the industries. They are working. And most of them also doing affordable houses. Most of them also doing, they are in this company, cement company, steel company. They are doing quite good. But the younger ones, the ones who are, I think, fourth years, third years, second years, from four leavers, now you join them with other gangs. Those ones are very dangerous. They are even a threat to the senior ones in society. So I think it is not too late. It is the right time. They can be given the right proper things to do. They can be educated. They can be given education. They can be guided that society is not the way they are seeing it. You should go slow. Sometimes you should know your limit, because even freedom comes with responsibility. They should be trained on being responsible, on how you can critique, on how you can participate in politics of the nation, on how you can participate in economic of your country, on how those are the ones who even threw shoes at William Ruto when he was in Kuria. Those are the ones, they know very well that they have been criticizing Ruto, but they attend his rallies. Those are the ones who want to confront the aide, the ADC of the president. You understand? They are very quick to react. So I think they are our children. They are part of the country. They should be engaged in activity like they should do. Some should be engaged in sporting. I like what is happening right now in the Harambee Stars because you understand, Mazrui is a 19-year-old. He has been playing very well. So at least he should be a role model to the peers that they can do other things to earn a living. It's not about, they arrived with the content creation. Now they take advantage of every situation to be a content creation, a creator moment. And even so, when Dalmas died, the former minister, they went there to make content. You saw them somehow making content, and even if you look at the comments, the others are trying to give a direction. I think they should not take any situation to be a content creation moment. Sometimes they should be responsible, and also they should know the limitations of their freedoms and their rights. With that, we are good to go as a nation. But if we allow them to be irresponsible without any limitation, I think they are going not only to be harmful to themselves, but the entire country. Because, Kenya is an international player. And even when it comes to the issue of ambassadorial commissioners, they're the future commissioners, they're the future ambassadors, they're the future international lawyers, they're the future international economists. So how do you expect them to interact globally with the kind of character they have right now? So I think it is our duty and our responsibility to ensure that we create avenues to keep them busy so that they can be shaped as they grow up. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Allow me to say hi to our good friend Gypsy Corner. And the comment section, I can see Gypsy Corner is saying two term. And of course, our good friend Laban is also here saying two term. The question we are supposed to then ask them is whether they're saying it from their heart or they're just saying it to, I don't know. Anyway, we are saying hi over here to you, Gypsy Corner. And we hope you're okay. It's been uh, it's been a while. Thanks for finding time to join us. Mm, Laban Miseni, you're right. With the embedded two term because Ruto doesn't have an opposition. Gypsy wait Kisii County MCAs are on their way to State House, Nairobi soon. Two term is the way to go. Migudo, what is your comment on this comments from our good friend Migud, Gypsy and Laban?
I just want to say Laban has been Laban has been a consistent believer of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Laban has been a consistent believer of total. That is his right, and I like that because he has believed in it from the time we met. So he's someone who is a diehard, and all factors also laid down. You can see, like I've told you before. Ideally, Ruto might not be the favorite of the many people, but reality, Ruto is stretching to ensure that he got his second term. Some people are just waiting. They are just on the stage waiting for miracles to happen. But let me surprise you. This is politics. There's nothing like miracle. And here I agree that safari ya kesho hupangwa leo. Usipopanga safari ya kesho leo, kesho ikifika, you will have to cry because there are things I'm trying to see as a Kenyan. LSK was one of the critics of William Ruto. It was headed by Faith Odhiambo. Currently, William Ruto has swallowed the LSK with their president. That those are one of the significant institutions in this country. They are now part and parcel of Ruto administration. Raila Odinga and the ODM team were critics of William Ruto. He swallowed the party by taking the chairperson of the party, John Mbadi, two deputies for that reason, and the Opiyo Wandayi, the political affairs director, and also gave them budget chair committee in the National Assembly. ODM was strong in opposition. They are now in government. LSK has been strong, advocating for the extrajudicial killings and abduction. Today, Faith Odhiambo has submitted to Ruto. Let look at the things. In the opposition, Gachagua appeared to be a one-man show. Kalonzo is not even praising. Kalonzo is not praising. Kalonzo is not even doing even a sit-up. Matiang'i, he appeared to be more of a popular in social media, but he's not hitting ground as per the empowerment team. And Eugene, I cannot even talk about him. Karua, invisible. Now, look at what is happening in empowerment team. Even though they appear to be unpopular, and also empowerment team appear to be like something people are trying to say that money is stolen, that is money from which is allocated for education, but background. They are reaching people. They have been reaching people. They have been reaching people day by day, village by village, town by town. They have been reaching people, women, youths. Even though if you want to bring the theory part of politics, but there's also reality part of it. People can't be logic. Everyone cannot be a logic. So people will just take what is there. People just use that what is there. That okay, we saw them, they came, they gave us money. You are coming here, you are talking about good governance, you're talking about social justice, but what are you giving us? So that's the politics. And you know, the leadership structure which was established in this country or in the African continent is that make them poor, manipulate them, they keep on electing you. That's exactly what they are doing. Manipulating voters, make them poor, staying 2 term, staying 1 term. And also William right now, in terms of strategic, I think it's very strategic. Even appointing Odhiambo was very strategic. And even the issue of the issue of empowerment, they are very strategic. They know very well that Mount Kenya is gone. They're not in Mount Kenya, they're in other part of the country. And even look at the budget. Me, I read the budget 2025, 2026. If you look at the allocation of projects, that is nothing but strategic allocation. And even the roads which were chosen are very strategic. So that whenever we campaign 2027, it comes like, hii barabara nilijenga, hii soko nilijenga, hii hospitali nilijenga, hii stadium nilijenga, and that's how it will be. So like in Nyanza, it's very easy to campaign because it was given ultimatum tufanyie maendeleo, but it's their right to have maendeleo. But if you go like, you will say that even though you are saying it's your right, but they have been present in this country. Have you ever seen stadium? Have you ever seen roads? Have you ever seen markets? Have you ever seen women empowerment? Have you ever seen youths? So even if you're disagreeing with me, but at least there are things you have seen. Have you ever seen president coming into your county more than 6 times? Those small things, you understand? Those are the things that attract voters. So I think it is high time we wake as people and come to reality that the unpopular candidate, William Ruto, is doing much in terms of campaigns, in terms of planning, in terms of reaching out votes compared to opposition. So opposition should refer to Ruto because the guy is out. People have been criticizing him, propagandist, a liar, but he keeps on lying. You know, the more you repeat a lie, people tend to believe it and take it to be the real thing. So the more you tell people that nitajenga, then it sticks to them ya kwamba atajenga. I think he has mastered the art of the politics of the African people. He has mastered the art of the politics of the Kenyan people, and it's at the master level. And the competitors are still being undergraduate. They've been admitted to the school of politics, and the master is there, mastering those, trying to teach them politics. And no, this is why I'm saying he's a bit crafty. Ruto is crafty because he has successfully enabled the opponents to engage him because it was like you are saying Ruto must go, you are saying one term, you are saying Kasongo must go. But with me, I'm saying affordable houses. And in the real sense, even if they are not constructed in a proper constitution or they have been deducted money from pay slips, but the thing is, you can see them that these are affordable houses. That's how a voter reason that they are affordable houses. Even if you are saying SHA is scam, SHA is working, not working, but there's a SHA registration, you can register SHA. Even if you are saying that watu wakuli barabara, but there are people are saying, since for the first time, we are seeing a road, like the people from Soba. For the first time, they are seeing like 4 roads in their constituency. So even if you are saying, what is the other manifesto for Ruto? Even if you are saying that markets, what do we do with markets? Women are already in those markets working. So it is you who will say you don't want, but ordinary people are doing it. Even if you say they went to State House, they ate rice and chicken. To them is very important because they will argue, Uhuru was there in 10 years, he never gave us rice and chicken. At least Ruto gave us rice and chicken. So that's how I want it to be understood that averagely people people tend to reason that way. Makubura, you can be logic. Like you are logic. I tend to be logic because you understand you cover a variety of people. You cover professions, you cover ordinary people, you cover people who also are diehards of Ruto, that's Gachagua. So you must be logic. But to some extent, people tend to look things the way they are. It's like a lady. You are saying, me good at this, me good at that, me good at, but me good is giving this lady attention. Me good is busy giving this lady attention. Me good is taking this lady out. You are saying, oh, hizo ni pesa za babake, si pesa zake. But at least he's concentrating on what he's getting. He's getting out, he's getting attention, he's making for her the hair, the nails. You understand? He's taking her to the spa. We went to watch the football. But you are there saying, no, no, no. When I'll get employment, I'll be millionaire. When I get employment, I'll buy you a car. So human beings don't behave that way. What they are seeing, that currently I'm able to see 1, 2, 3. So let me work with this one, which I'm able to see. So I think to be sincere, William Ruto understands what power is, and he knows what power is, because if we never push him out of State House on that day when people demonstrated, is still there to date. He managed to be there up to now. I don't think a mere ballot exercise can remove him. My opinion, Makubura, back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Miguda, for finding time to come and give us your take. We really appreciate our good friends Laban Misiani, Gypsy Corner, and everyone who is watching us at the call. I mean, who is watching us, and also those who have communicated at the comment section. We really appreciate. However, yeah, it's very late, so I don't think we'll proceed for today, Migoda. I think we'll just call it a day. I'll just give you a chance to give us your final remarks. And if our viewers have any question or anything that they want us to give our comments on, kindly type it at the comment section so that we give our view before we close the show. Migoda?
Okay, I want to appreciate you, but I think next time we'll discuss that issue of term limit. I think we have omitted it. It was on our topic, and even me, I can just tell you that it is late where I am. I need to take a rest because it's also very important. I just want to appreciate Laban Misiani for coming to the show and also contributing the comment section. I just also want to appreciate our good friend for coming, Gypsy Corner, for also coming to the show and also engage us at the comment section. We appreciate you people big time and other people whom I'm unable to see from my screen. We appreciate you. At least we are getting feedback. So you keep us going. And we say this is Brother Benson Media. Just continue supporting the media. And I think from next month we are going to have a variety of events, local, and you will get from Marco Bura and Benson. We will be on the ground, even meeting the border. So next month, mambo ni mazuri. We just need to avail yourself. We will be meeting even those aspirants from Kasipul Kabondo, those aspirants from Mugunja. We will be meeting those aspirants from Malava, and we will meet the old people, the Bodaboda and Mamamboga, and even those markets, the markets which are constructed with the route, and even we are likely to bring you live the current stadium so that you understand that Ruto is very strategic in budget making process for the 2027 election. See you next time, and bye everybody.
Thank you so much. Laban here is saying that constitution can only be changed by the people. Of course, I agree with him. It is only the people who has, what it takes to change the constitution. And of course, I fully understand that that power belongs to the people. It can either be exercised directly or indirectly. But of course, for matters of constitution, changing of it would mean going for referendum so that the people gives their take and they give a view of what they want. That is how I can put it. I want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to Laban Misiani for finding time to engage us at the comment section. We really appreciate. I also want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to a good friend, Gypsy Corner. And it is true that our good friend Gypsy Corner is today 1 year old. Today is 1 year old. That is 12 months. 12 months. I think that's something that we have to appreciate. And Miguda, I'm giving you another chance to come back and say, just tell Gypsy Corner something has a consistent viewer who has really supported us. And today, as we mark as we mark the birthday of Gypsy Corner having been with us for a whole 12 months and with the consistent support, I'll give you a chance, Migoda, to come and celebrate this birthday and say something before we.
Okay, okay. First, uh, first let me send Gypsy Corner my warmest birthday wishes from where I am. Gypsy Corner has been part and parcel of the family, so it's very much important to celebrate her birthday because you understand the way we have been supported too from that side. So I'm glad that a year older, wiser, informed, engaged, and very proud indeed. And I don't know if I just wanted to say something in Luo, but I'll just try to translate. Makubra, if you just clarify for me. You know, there's a musician in our community by the name Prince Inda. When he was praising his friends, he said that he appreciates all his friends, but he lacks something to give them. Just like me, I can say, uh, I lack something to give back. So if I could have something I could have given to appreciate that birthday, Makubra, you know that song. You're talking about he lacks something to give the friends. Okay, but happy birthday and blow many candles.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Migoda, for giving us your comment. Allow me to also acknowledge and say a big thank you to our good friend Gypsy Corner for the consistent support and for always being there for us. We really appreciate, and we celebrate with you all that period that you've been with us. We really appreciate. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much once again for your consistency. Of course, not forgetting our good friends, Kinalaban Misiani, Judith, among others who have also been with us for quite a long time and they've always stood with us. We really appreciate. Thank you so much. I want to take now this opportunity to wish you all a night, a blessed morning, afternoon, evening from wherever you're watching us from. Thank you so much. See you again tomorrow.